Please help me fix it all. We've got shocks, springs, top mounting kit, track rod ends, anti-roll bar links. First job to get to the suspension, we've got to get this trim off. That means taking off the wipers, which is a, was it a 15mm socket, did you say, Si?
16.
16mm sockets, you've got one on here, one on there, get them off. You've got to lift them up to get the right angle. We've got a load of clips here, get all them off to get this trim off. So, get this bit off. We have got the washers to worry about here. These have lots of little round clips on, go onto these little screws here, and we've got these Torx all the way along. You need to get those Torx undone next. Those Torx are going to be like a T, I reckon 30.
What?
30. Once you've got the covers off, the little capsule piece, you need to crack this off. This is 21mm. You might have to put an Allen key on the top of there to hold it. We magically managed to crack this one off with a spanner first time. Otherwise you might want an impact gun, but ours won't fit in there. Next up, we got two 21mm here. Annoying size, I know. So I put a 21mm socket this side. Sorry, spanner that side. 21mm socket with a extension bar on. You know, the breaker bar. And the other side we did the other way around, so that we'd be pushing down to undo. It was a lot easier. We did have to get two of us on this one because it's surely impossible to hold that one and pull that one down. And the other side we have done, you know, just with one of us. Then you got we're doing the track rod ends, so 17mm here. Drop links we're doing as well. So we did the 17mm drop link here. We can leave this one because we're having all new drop links and all new shocks, so we don't care. And then let's crack that one off, and then we can take it out. So we've got everything out. It's the old nasty ones here. So you're gonna have to clamp the spring to take it apart and put it back together again. You need to put the bump stop on first. Then we've got the spring seat, followed by the top mount. Now, when we took ours apart, we were like so confused at the order it went back together because the top mount is missing its bearing. So that was a bit confusing. This shaft goes on, this nut goes on, and then we need to do that up all the way down to where it was before. I'll show you. Here we are. We've got the top mount, we've got the little sleeve, we use the old nut because the new nut is a lot thicker. We was worried about having enough thread. And then it all together looking pretty sexy. Let's get it in. Process. So we've got it all put back together, I've just shown you. And I'm going to slot this into place, keeping in mind this is obviously goes at the front, or towards you I should say, towards the disc. So Simon's now going to slot that into place. And once it's in place, you're going to need to obviously get a nut on it to hold it in. Now I'm just going to do that up. Now what we want to do is get a couple of turns on there just to take the weight. Take your time. Do not cross thread like I currently am. When you're doing this one up, ignore this cable, sorry. When you're doing this one up, you will have to have the Allen key on the top here and do this nut up. Now our new nut is actually 19mm, the old one was 21mm. So the rebuild process would be to get these two nuts in. Once you get one in, it's a lot easier, and you can just give them a tap in, or obviously the nut will pull it on through. There's a bit of a kind of strange texture to that, so obviously that stops it from spinning too much. So we can get the top one in a minute. We've then got to count how many times it would take out, how many turns this takes to come off, and then we can put it back on the same amount of turns so that the tracking will be as close as possible to what it was before. Then we can bolt it back in here. So we put that back on, 19 turns, the same as it came off. We put the nut on, we'll lock the back off in a minute. Now it's going to drop link, so get that lined up. If the drop link, if the anti-roll bar, this big bar here, is too low, and you haven't put the other side on yet, just give it a little lift up, because it'll be loose, nothing's holding it. So just lift it up, it'll be nice and easy. This is the other side all pretty much done. It's got to be tightened up to be sure. All sitting in nicely, looking nice and glossy black. 17mm, 17mm. These are just done up tight as well. This is also 17mm, done up tight. This will be locked off. This is 22mm, plus you have to hold that bit there. And these are both 21, and they're done up tight as well. If you enjoyed the video or it's been useful for you, hit like and hit subscribe. We'll probably put some more how-tos up in the future. Thank you. Finishing off with the 21mm at the top. And obviously we're taking on this trim off. This will go back on as well.